Okay, everyone. It's actually only a couple hours later than our last episode. We're at the marina. I'll drop in a couple of shots of how we got to where we are now. Every Monday, we'll be going up against towers. Tower went down! Ooh, tower down. And the 100 ship in the back. I can't believe it. Free at last! Free at last! I set the quarters free. Friend. I know if I start with friend, I'm trying to con you. I understand. I really do. Right now, I have $200. I didn't knock the towers down. So I could just pay you $200. But I want to remind you, last week you got $850. And I accept that it was really nice of you to comp my wife and her friends. But you only got $850 minus that. Well, now I only got... Everybody out there can count, right? $200. Well, that's not very much on either side. I mean, I can write you a check for $200. Might even be a good check. I could just go to your cash machine and get you $200 in cash, plus the service fee. But I have an idea. Why don't you leave it exactly the way it is? And I'll come back next week. Nobody else is playing this, right? Okay, good. Wait. No. Leave it exactly as it is. Don't change a thing. I'll come back next week. You give me half the quarters that you gave me this time, and let me keep playing then. Okay? Maybe you'll owe me money, but maybe I'll owe you more like $850 than $200. What do you say? Okay, I'll mute it. Jeez. Okay, he said that sounded good to him. Can't promise the thing won't fall down while I'm gone. But so I guess this is just the first half of Danger Zoo. Yes, I'm going to change the channel name again. Danger Zoo Coin Pusher. No, this is going to be a part 1. In front of you is the Tower of Despair, which I hope you can see is still somewhat filled with quarters. The way the game works here, whatever I knock off, let's say, like the $200 I knocked off last time, if I can't also knock down all the towers, then I don't get the money. I have to pay him the money. So there's no buy-in, but this is the equivalent of the buy-in. I get 1, 2, 3 cups of quarters. And well, like I was showing you last time, I only got 200 off, so I said to the owner, listen, I could just go get 200 bucks out of the cash machine for you right now. Or we could just keep playing. And he said, yeah, why don't you come back tomorrow and we'll keep playing. And I wound up just hanging around chatting with him, and eventually my wife and her friends, who were eating upstairs, decided it was time to go home. And I said, listen, if you want to stick around and just play it now, that's fine. And I'll give you a ride home when we're finished cleaning up. So that's it. There's no time limit. It's just a quarter limit. This is as far as I got. That as you'll see in the clips, it used to be a total circle and completely filled with quarters. So let's turn the machine on. Wait, oh no. Could you turn the machine on? I know you don't want me touching it. Okay. Oh, and there's one mystery bag left there. I don't think I don't remember getting any of them off. And there's one down on the left that's sort of stuck under a ton of chips. But the last time it took me 3 cups of quarters just to get this far. And so just, keep in mind that unless I get all the towers down, I don't win a darn thing. In fact, I have to pay out. So it's what they call gambling, folks. And I'm going to take a shot at it. Here we go. I have noticed that people are extra nice to you when they have a shot at getting your money, but it wouldn't be the first time I paid someone to be nice to me, if you know what I mean. What the heck fell? A bunch of quarters. I think what's happened is the Tower of Despair there, and I named it that because what do you need to knock down a tower? Quarters. Where were all the quarters? Inside the tower. But I think it may have moved over to the point where they're leaking straight at the bottom and into the chute, which will be a big help. But I still have to actually knock the tower down, which is a whole other thing. Plus these other 2 towers over here, see? Let me see if I can fiddle with the camera a bit. I'm not used to shooting in the light. You'll let me know. Maybe that's a little better. I'm not used to shooting with the lights on. So yeah, if I sound a little tired, it's pretty late here. Hold on, I seem to be getting some chips off too. Yep, and they're the chips from the Tower of Despair. So they must be coming off somehow, even though I can't see it. See, this is where I wanted to be. Sorry. This is where I wanted to be yesterday, or rather earlier today. I wanted to be wanted to get this happening then, because I thought it was. They're still raining on me. But I got to tell you, that does not hurt. Huh? I now have more quarters than I started with, but I got to bring the towers down. And those ones on the right, you know, even if I can get the one in the middle down, then I have to get the ones on the right down, and that's not going to be easy. See, with the lights on, and they have to have the lights on to clean up, as opposed to like a dark restaurant and candlelight, get too much reflections off the front plate. So there's really nothing I can do about that. Apparently I have quarters to throw away now. So, you know, that I'm getting used to falls that sound like that. I'm going to hold off and wait for the next one to clean out. So they, this is a seafood place at the marina, if you couldn't tell. And the owner was nice enough to set me up with a nice big lobster. While I was, you know, before we came to this idea of me just starting up again now. Okay, that's that. I gotta clean up. See, lots of chips, all from the Tower of Despair. I've never been so excited to get chips off. I mean, they're not worth anything. Even when I drop them on the floor, they're still not worth anything. But it means we're on our way. Look at all these quarters. Well, I'll show you in a sec. I now have a whole fourth cup of quarters. But, you know, that was always the thing. If I could knock down the Tower of Despair, then all the quarters would spill out, and I would have the ammo I need to knock the other things down. But I never figured all the quarters would come out of the side and the bottom. And the tower would stay up. See, that's the tricky thing about this game. How do... Oh, I see. Yes! Give me a minute, folks. I gotta clean this out. Got a 500. You know, at the moment, I have a 500 and two 100s, which means if I can get these towers down, he'll owe me about 700. But if I don't get the towers down, I owe him 700, but I'm feeling a lot better than I was 2 minutes ago, I gotta tell you. Sorry if this is taking so long, but wow. And here comes some more quarters. This game isn't coin pusher anymore, it's coin clearer outer. Okay, the rest are quarters, but I'm gonna need, well, I thought the rest were quarters. A lot of them are. I need another cup. Last week, when I lost 850, I was feeling kind of stupid. Now I'm not feeling as stupid as I did. I'm dropping things everywhere. Give me a sec. Okay, remember how I started out with 3 quarters? I now have 3 cups of quarters. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever you'd call this, 4.5. So it's going up, which is rare for this kind of game. You know what? I'm just going to spread them out among the other 4. It's easier. And now I got something else to put chips in. Turns out they have all these carry-out containers. Oh, well, there's no chips there right now. So why don't we keep going? It would really be nice to be able to come home with some money from this. Maybe at least as much as I lost when I lost 850. Hold on, I have to call them over. The chute's clogged up. Okay, they unclogged the chute. That's where all the chips were. Oops, I got it. Guess what? I got another 500 chip. That's $1,200 I'm up to that I may have won or lost. Hold on, I just don't want to go by. Another 500. That's 1,700, I think. Okay, now more quarters. Let's chip. You know, I gotta say, I was a little irritated last time. I hope I didn't take it out on you folks rather. Or your folks, you know, maybe I know your relatives. And they said I could use the ones I drop on the floor, but at this point I don't need to yet. So I got another, that's 5 guys, or 4.5 again. And here we go again. See, the big thing is, it's great that I'm getting all these chips and quarters off, that I'm clearing off the field. But if I don't get these, here, if I go get these 2 towers down, then I'm out a lot of money. So I'm just going to keep plowing away at this. You know, I don't know why I'm so nervous. Maybe I shouldn't have had those 37 espressos before I usually not up this late. And it's starting to snow outside. I don't know whether I'd be better off going home after this, you know, like home, or just there's a motel down the block. I could have him drop me there. But I really don't want to call my wife and say, hey, guess what, honey? I won a lot of money, and now I'm spending the night at a motel. Because I know right where her mind would go. See, when you're old and overweight and balding like I am, you either have to be very happily married, which I am, to my wife, who I can assure you is not balding, and as at least as beautiful as the day I married her, if not more. Yep, I'm getting stuff down. That's what you hear. But I should play over on the right in hopes of knocking down. You know, I really don't have to get all these chips off. I really just need to knock down that those towers. It's probably the tensest I've been playing this. I mean, in real life. You know, coin pushers can lead to some really weird dreams. Like being in a... Oh, I got a bag. I don't know, remember if they had 4 or 5 bags. This is the first one I got down. I'm not going to open it now. Leave some suspense and horror for the end, I guess. Ooh. Hold on. Oops. Sorry, I got excited there. A 100. Okay, so that's 2 500s and 4 100s. So that's 1,000. That's $1,400. Let me just get rid of some chips. And this is like, I'm glad this isn't a timed game or I'd be in trouble. I don't know what the next one he'll come up with is. Or if he'll even let me do this again if I win. And what do you know? Another 500. Now, the 500s, you know, that's 1,500, that's 1,900, that's almost $2,000. And I still don't know whether he pays me or I pay him, so it's very tense. Chips and quarters are falling faster than I can clean them out. Oh, another 500. Like I was saying, the 500s are also a good sign. And another 500. Good sign that I really knocked down the whole tower, because if you remember, they were on top of the tower. Or if you are coming in like they were on top of the tower. Okay. Another full cup. I mean, I'm putting in half a cup of quarters and getting a cup of quarters back, so that's good, I guess. I don't know if I've gotten any better at this, or just with enough quarters you can take down any army in the world. So why are we spending so much money on military equipment when we can just throw quarters at our enemies, and it seems to be working just as well? No, there just has to be something better, no matter who you blame. There has to be something better for people to do than shoot at each other. In fact, you know, there are a lot of things, like maybe, I don't know, helping each other, doing a barn building bee, I mean, I'd love it sometime, an army, to pull up outside of a dilapidated village and have the leader come and talk to the mayor of the town and say, listen, I got 5,000 guys out there. And your town has turned into an eyesore anyway. So, what we're going to do is we have 100,000 gallons of paint out there. We have... Am I going to have to clear out that whole rim there just to get those two towers down? I think I'm going to have to do that. Anyway, they say, so we have 100,000 gallons of paint. We got tons of pipe and plumbing and electrical equipment right outside your town. And with your permission, I'm going to order my men to come into this town and tidy the whole place up. And they would be like a little suspicious and say, well, what do we have to do? And said, you could help us. And they all say, okay. When do we start? And they say, at dawn. The painting starts at dawn. And, you know, in like 3-4 months, the town looks great. There's a whole ceremony to thank the army. And then, you know, the army moves on to the next town and paints that place up. You know, fixes it up so that people are living happy, decent lives. Maybe they stay right into planting season and into planting season, and I think I have to stay on the right now, because if that left side completely clears, then none of the quarters will go to the right. Not that they're stopping them from falling down. Hey, but there, the ones on the right are going. And this tower here is starting to lean over pretty far. Even though it's, you know, stuck in the right-hand dead zone. I'm hoping without the chips to hold it up. Okay, I think it's time for another clean out. Chips, see? Oh, sorry. I want to get a tripod that doesn't move when you bang into it. See? This is definitely, whatever those tripods are, this is definitely not one of them. Okay. Let me dump some of these chips into their chip vat. And more quarters. You know, if any of you have any chores to do, or you got to put the kids back to sleep, or to sleep in the first place, look at this. Okay, some chips I didn't get. Hold on. If some of you have any chores to do or something, I won't be hurt at all. If you want to come back later, as long as you do come back and watch the video. Because I assume, you know what, this isn't true. I assume people have nothing better to do with their lives than just to stare at their computer or TV and watch me play this game. I mean, really. It seems to me that if I don't have anything better to do than play it, it's only fair that you guys watch. Especially since I still have almost $2,000 on my wallet. I mean, I'm feeling very triumphant because things are coming down. But until those last two towers go, I'm going to be still looking at being out of pocket. Yeah, fall down. There they go. But really, all I have to do is get that big pile of chips out of the way. And I think those other two towers will come right down. Question is, can I do that? Oh, that answered it. Question pretty quick. Here they go. Wow, that was big. That was big. Okay. I really need to stop and clean out, but I don't want to. I seem to be on a roll here. When I started, I thought the bags would help push over the towers, but right now they're jamming. Maybe they did, but right now they're jamming me up. But oops. Okay, that's a sign. I gotta clean out. And another bag for later. Okay. Here, let me show you. What do they call them on the other channels? The loot cam? I gotta think in terms of getting one of those. I'm starting to get like there's a whole cup of quarters on the floor near my feet. Well, that's backup in case I need it, I guess. I hope things get better around the world. No, I'm just going to put it all in here, and then I'll sort the chips out later. In here, I mean. Keep forgetting you can't see everything I'm doing. Okay, here, why not show you? Getting the chips out, they're easier to grab, and then, oh, there's one more chip down there, hello. Oh, and one more chip. Okay. But remember, there's a lot of money at stake. If I don't get these last two towers down, I mean, we may have taken out the Tower of Despair, and that was not easy. But sometimes it's these sneaky ones that hide in the corner that really get at you. So maybe that bag is stuck, I don't know. Come on. Maybe I gotta slow down a little bit. I'm putting quarters in so fast. Can't really see what's going on. Oh. Okay. You think if I just ask him to unlock the machine and knock the towers down for me, he will? I don't even know what he thinks about what's going on because he's in the back supervising the cleanup. I mean, people think that once they leave a restaurant, isn't that? Once they leave a restaurant and the restaurant closes, starts turning on the lights, they think that's it. Everybody gets to go home. But no, there's like 2 or 3 hours of cleaning left to do. I mean, in a good restaurant. In a bad restaurant, they'll say, we can worry about we'll leave the grease for the morning shift. I mean, I've said that when I was working in restaurants, and I got quite rightly slapped down for it. You know, I came in with that whole, yeah, I know the place could be cleaned up, but can't you just hire people to do that? And the manager going, ha ha ha, I did. You're the people. I have to hit the men's room. I'll be right back. Okay. Yes, I have to go to the men's room. No, I will not describe in detail what I did in there. So that would be rude. And I am known everywhere as the most polite, gentlemanly. Okay, even I don't believe me. I mean, if someone's in trouble, I do try to help them. But if everything's fine, I'll pretty much say anything that comes into my mind. You know, unless I'm being filmed and they can use it against me in court. You know, it's not just this restaurant, so I feel comfortable talking about it. The amount of food that gets wasted. And there's hungry people out there is really extraordinary. And yeah, who wants to eat off of somebody else's half-eaten plate? But if it's that or not eat at all, I don't know if it's possible to get these last two towers down, because if not, I'm going to be out a lot of money. Okay. See, that's the problem. They're going down the middle. Because the quarters will always go where the path is easiest. Oops. Hey, I got the bag off. I got the bag off. That's 3 bags. Okay, then the only thing we have to do now is get those towers down. Oh yeah, there's the bag on the other side, but I don't really care that much about that. I mean, unless it has a little sign in it that says "just kidding" about the money, I don't see what good to me. This is when I really wish I was playing live, so that Josh or someone or Jay Will could give me some advice on what I'm doing. Well, this one seems to be, I just need to slip it a little bit. Right now, all that's holding it up is the front plate. I gotta tell you, it's really tempting to just knock on the plate and see what happens, but I am many things, but I am not a cheater. I'm a Welsher. Sometimes I just slipping on by. come on. This needs to move 1/4 of an inch and they'll all fall. I'm just getting quarters now. Oh, another bag. Couple of chips. There's almost no place for the chips to come from, but underneath the towers they're trying to get down. Here's another chip, and oh, it's the wrong kind of chips. The chips on the left are kind of thin chips made of acrylic, and the chips on the right, maybe that's the problem, they're heavier, they're made of clay. Actually, I don't know what they're made of, it's just that that's what's on the label. I don't necessarily trust labels. Ah. You know what I could talk about forever? My son's artwork. He came up with something, if they ever re-release Dark Side of the Moon, it'd be absolutely perfect for it. For you kids, Dark Side of the Moon is a very famous album by a band called Pink Floyd, I think. Maybe it was a different band, I don't know, I don't listen to music. But Dark Side of the Moon is a nice title. Even if there is no Dark Side of the Moon, they laughed all the way to the bank. You know, guys, I may speed some of this up. It's a bit slow. It's just quarters in, quarters out at this point. But as long as I have quarters, I don't have to give up. I don't want to give up and write a big check. I mean, in the buy-in system, you already know your target of what how much you have to get back. But here, well, I guess at this point my target is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2,500. 26, 27, 28, 29. That's almost $3,000. Unless I can get these towers to fall. I mean, they don't look very stable. But are all the quarters just going down the dealer's hole? They're not actually hitting the... They're not actually hitting the towers? Help me, Josh, help me. But if hey, I would rather explain to my wife why I was up all night at a motel than that I quit Sephora. I used up every last quarter. Maybe this is some kind of weird purgatory for coin pusher players, in which you have to spend the rest of the eternity just dropping quarters, nothing happens, dropping quarters, nothing happens. Yeah, they're just going right into the dealers. I'm going to try to middle. And for some reason the middle is making them shake. Welcome to John Ordover's Quarterama. Clean out time again. You know, you guys who have the patience to stay with me, I gotta say, I really appreciate you. Give me a sec to get myself together. Okay, I'm back. I know you're watching this as pre-recorded, but if anybody has the capacity to send some advice back through time, I wouldn't exactly be upset. I'm glad I'm filming this, so my wife will believe what I was doing. Give me a second to get myself together. Okay, I've shifted focus on the remaining towers because that's pretty much the only thing left to worry about. Quarter. 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 Quarters come back. Quarter. Okay, we're back. Just staring at the towers and dropping quarters like there's no tomorrow. Well, actually, tomorrow won't be coming for quite a while. Yes! Okay, now here's the question. We have now established unequivocally that I have won. So, it's getting late. See all the chips that came off? I was hoping that one tower would take down the other, but I didn't expect it. My other question becomes, there's still $1,000 on the field there, and now I know it's mine. And whatever's in the bag. So let me readjust a little bit. Oops. There's some stuff I may have to cut out. Okay. Okay, see those two 500s in the back? They're mine, if I can get them. And I bet I can. Okay, now that I know it's all mine, my whole my whole mood has changed. Now I'm going to get every last cent off this thing. See, the way it works if you're turning late is no matter how much I get off, and right now that's $2,900. I couldn't. It wasn't mine unless the towers came down. And even worse, I had to pay him. I mean the owner. But now, I can just relax, knock a bunch of chips off, and just get to, oh, well, they're both 100 chips. I'm a little less excited for 200 than I was when I thought it was 1,000. But you know what? I like to finish what I start. Well, the chute's a bit clogged up on the left side. I hate it when that happens. But at this point, is it worth calling them over to fix it? No, I don't have a choice. Hold on, guys. I'll get him to fix it. Okay, he fixed it. He blames it on my playing style. I said, you know, you could just give me the 200 and I don't have to keep playing. He said, no. That would violate the spirit of the game. Like, there's the spirit of this game? I didn't even know it was haunted. You think my wife would buy it if I said I let 200 bucks go because I just wanted to race home to her? Well, I don't know any way to speed this up except to, you know, go all yakety sax on it. But I'm hoping if I just put everything in on the left. Well, I mean, problem is, and you can probably see this happening, is that the quarters are just going down into the bonus hole. See? A whole bunch just went in. I don't know how to... Okay. Hold on. The owner is pointing at me and looking at his watch. And I think that's a hint that he wants me to wrap things up. Okay, hold on. How about this? Ooh, hold on. I was about to make a deal, but maybe I don't have to. Give me... Okay, that cleared off a bunch of chips. Were in the way. You know, I guess even dealers' holes can, yes, they can get clogged up too. Okay. So I can get... Oh, so you need to leave? You want to just give them to me then? He doesn't want to do that. It would violate the spirit of the game. Okay, tell you what. I'll drop 10 more quarters. That's 2. If that doesn't do it, we'll split it. That's 2. Done. Okay. So basically, I get one of the 100. It doesn't seem unfair. So let me do a count up of what I got, and then I'll open the I'll open the bags first. Okay. So. Okay, here you go. One bag. 3 50s, 150. And 2 50s, that's 250. Okay, this is 2 more. So that's, you know what, I'll just count them up with everything else. It just seems to be 50s in these bags, nothing really exciting. Yeah, just 50s, okay. Okay, for those of you who made it this far, ooh, no, it's another 250s. Okay, so let's do the final clean out, shall we? Okay, here we go. Hey, this is a soup container, or a pasta container. This is going to be the best soup and pasta, most expensive at least, soup and pasta I've ever had. My wife's a great cook, remember that. Tell your friends. No, don't tell your friends. I want to keep it for myself. Okay. 500. 1,000. 1,500. 2,000. 2,500. 2,600. 2,700. 2,800. 2,900. And that 100 I got from being willing to quit playing. That's 3,000 right there. And then 100, 200, 3,300, 3,400, 3,500, 3,550. Okay, now he wants to make a deal. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we worked it out. At first, he wanted me to put the whole 3,500 on a tab and basically pay me off in lobster. Now, I gotta tell you, on the one hand, I love lobster. On the other hand, I like money. So we worked out a deal. It's 3,500, and we're gonna split it. So that's he's gonna give me $1,750 in cash, and $1,750 goes on the tab, which is fine. I mean, my wife and I come here all the time, and my wife and her friends. So let him blow through that, and I'll just walk off with the $1,750 in my pocket. So thank you guys for putting up with all this. It was a bit nerve-wracking. This whole, I don't know if I've won until I got all the towers down thing, is it's kind of strenuous. But that's, that's just the way things go. And hey, I won. What am I being so downy about? I won. So with the 3,500 from this time, I had to take out the 850 I lost the last time. So that's like, oh, what is it? I used to be able to do this so fast. 3,500 minus 800 is 2,700. And so it's 2,650. I'm 2,650 ahead. So I'll probably come back and do this again next week. He'll probably come up with something even nastier than the Tower of Despair. Thank you for watching Danger Zone. See you next week.